Chimamanda suffering colonial mentality, election denialism like Donald Trump, according to Festus Kenyamo. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The All Progressive Congress duly said Ms. Âťťâçking's letter would most likely be tossed in a trash can after Mr. Biden realizes its content echoed the tantrums of Mr. Trump, his predecessor. Festus Kenyamo said Chimamanda Âťťâçking's open letter asking the United States President to withhold his congratulatory message from Nigeria's President-elect Bola Tinubu reeked of a pathetic colonial mentality and election denialism similar to that of Donald Trump, who contested Joe Biden's election victory in 2021. Mr. Kenyamo, campaign spokesperson for Mr. Tinubu, rebuked the celebrated winner for seeking validation for Nigeria's democracy in the form of a mere congratulatory message to a president-elect, particularly from a leader whose election victory had also been deemed fraudulent by Mr. Trump. It is befalling that someone often celebrated for using a God-given title to promote our African values will so tragically degrade that some ethos by penning a letter that is so petty, so groveling in its tone in urging a single foreign power to withhold a mere congratulatory message to a president-elect, as if that is what actually validates our own democratic identity. Mr. Kenyamo wrote on his Twitter handle on Friday, "It reflects a pathetic colonial mentality." Mr. Kenyamo said it was ironic that the same foreign power to which the obsequious appeal is directed is still grappling with the credibility of its own internal democratic process that produced its present leadership. The All Progressive Congress loyalists said Mrs. Âťťâçking's letter would most likely be tossed in a trash can after Mr. Biden realizes its content echoed the tantrums of Mr. Trump, his predecessor. He will probably toss the letter into a trash bin with the conclusion that there is no more than the tantrums of a Trump reincarnate in Nigeria, those who refuse to accept obvious defeat. Yes, the United States has the likes of that in their writer in their midst too. In all of Mr. Kenyamo's bluster, he however failed to address the cogent arguments raised in Mrs. Âťťâçking's letter, where she pointed out that there were discrepancies between the result sheets from polling units photographed by voters and the ones belatedly uploaded on the Electoral Commission's portal. He only said the matter which he described as empirical fallacies was uncaught without elaborating. It has been over a month since Mr. Tinubu was declared winner of the presidential polls by Mahmoud Yakubu, chair of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), but the White House has yet to bid him congratulations, as is customary when any nation deemed an ally of the U.S. elects a new president. Rivals of the ruling party have claimed that Mr. Biden's Senate indicates his intention to avoid recognizing Mr. Tinubu as the legitimate winner of a flawed election tainted by irregularities and violence, in the words of Britain think tank Chatham House. Well, everybody is just coming out to drag Chimamanda Âťťâçking. First of all, it was FFK. Imagine FFK. And you can imagine waiting FFK right for your own. This one is even coming out to, at least, is minimal. I'm even surprised. I think say the way FFK use come as I can't write now, so Kenyamo will come as I can't write. But it be like say Kenyamo in a good mood today. Yes. When the Agbado bandits were begging Joe Biden to congratulate Tinubu, it was not colonial mentality. Abio, who remembers that just was it not last week here? Just few days, should I say few days ago? I mean, they were all worried why they never congratulate them. Now somebody is asking them not to congratulate, and then they remember say colonial mentality. Okay, this person letter can't even reach Benin Republic, but Chimamanda letter is going to Biden straight. Why they shade Kenyamo like this now? Anyway, please, of what relevance is a letter to Biden, a man whose election witnessed protest and rejection by some Americans, yet they handle it internally, or is she expecting Biden to order Buhari not to swear in Tinubu or stop made internal activity? Well, it is not like she's ordering anybody, but I think we're going to see where this all leads to. We're going to see where this all leads to. The thing is, what make US now? They never still come as I can say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect of Nigeria, congratulations on the election. Is that not food for thought? Okay. Can you stop where she have ever been in? Can you step where she have ever been in life? Confusion everywhere because people want to silence everyone. People will continue to speak out. You cannot cow nor cage everyone after stealing people's mandate. The guilty are always afraid. She has spoken and she is an international and recognized writer. She will be heard and the needful thing will be done. Great people only allowed few people to thrive in the society when there is few to speak out. Thank God the world has heard enough of the evil meted out to the people by these few evil people from INEC chairman, the party as a whole, and the government of the day. Things have changed. You cannot force yourself on people. Time has come for the country to be liberated. Thank you, good woman. Okay, my own is people who are coming to say, what will her own do? Where will her own let her go? My own be say she don't use her talent, come outside, and she don't speak against them. You see, I always tell us that do you know in the presence of evil, do you know if in the presence of a good man or a good man evil thrives, that means that good in that man or woman is no longer good. So Chimamanda Adichie has come outside, is using her talent to say this one way they call election, say no waiting, no be election. Kanyama will speak all this English but yet lacks political relevance. Never won a polling unit in all his life. Why the shit Kanyama like this? You are not a respected son. All you ever do since 25 is render abuses. You should respect the fact that just as you have mouth, sir, so do others, and the mouth right to speech is a no man's land. You have a case in court to deal with first. Remember, we are all Nigerians and we stand for the truth. I hope you two stand for the truth. The thing is, they are not seeing anything wrong in raping or ripping off the people's mandate. That is what I don't understand. They are acting as if say they don't know what they do. Like say what they do, they okay. I would rather go for Corona mentality than have Agbado mentality. Agbado mentality now for people we no ever guess. we no go ever get sense. Don't worry whether she's suffering concolo or not. The point is try to go to US or UK first if you not get lynched. Well, the thing is, this is not funny, whether you people like it or not. I've said it before. Imagine this is almost 2 months after the election. We are still talking about the presidential election. Not be so it's supposed to be. INEC and I no show love, I don't do this thing well. If now other countries they don't move forward, they do another thing with this time, but we still there they go around in circles. When we go start to tell ourselves truth for this country? Your party has firstly written to US government to ignore the complaints from aggrieved Nigerians. Is that not colonial mentality? My dear, if you ask me now who I go ask? Alright, on those notes, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.